We've had some folks who said that this is the death knell of the newspaper business. This is another newspaper that can't hack it. More realistically, I think we've had a lot of folks who are just curious. I think there are a lot of folks who look at this as definitely a change, but they're not really sure to what.
Andrew Merritt, the new editor of the Daily News Tribune, has his work set out for him. In the span of a week, the paper lost its longtime editor Brad Spiegel and announced a major change in its publication schedule from 5 days a week to Tuesday and Friday only. For some, the move to twice a week was long overdue.
I've been surprised that we've been going as a daily. The other communities that I represent, Newton and Watertown, have only weeklies.
On a 5-day-a-week cycle, we just weren't able to get enough news in every day that was Waltham specific.
The changeover, effective August 31st, will come a year and a half after the paper moved its offices from Main Street to the Community Newspaper Company headquarters in Needham. The paper had a newsroom in Waltham since 1882. When the change happens, the paper will revert to an earlier name, the Waltham News Tribune.
It will be different. It will look different. It will not look like the current Daily News Tribune that you get on your doorstep every day. The Tuesday and Friday will have slightly different personalities, but they'll still have a lot of the same kind of content that you find in the Daily News Tribune now.
The current circulation is approximately 4,000 issues per day, but Spiegel says subscriptions have been declining.
The subscription rate has gone down, there's no doubt.
The fully redesigned paper will narrow its focus exclusively to Waltham instead of including coverage from Newton and other areas. Its current news and sports reporters will keep their jobs.
They'll write just as regularly as they do now, maybe even a little more so, which hope they're ready for more work.
To ensure constant news delivery, the Holliston-raised, Newton-based editor will pour more effort into the paper's wicked local website, which will replace the current News Tribune site. It receives more than 430,000 page views per month and growing.
Well, our website is going to become a huge part of what we do. It's already a pretty big part, but we're going to make it a really big part now. Some folks have asked us if we're only going to update the website twice a week, but that's hardly the case. We're going to be updating all the time.
Spiegel leaves the Tribune after 10 productive years to become managing editor of a paper in Lynn, where he lives with his wife.
I'm proud to be part of this community. I'm proud of the work that we've done.
Although Merritt has only 3 years with the company, the 27-year-old editor is full of ideas for new directions.
There are a lot of stories that have gone uncovered, and I think we're going to change that. The larger group of immigrants in Waltham who have been, I think, maybe a little underserved by the coverage that we've had. And we're going to change
the News Tribune will change, but Merritt says he doesn't want to alienate loyal subscribers.
We're not going to get this right away, and I know that. And I know that there are going to be things that we will need to do better. But that's where I'm going to rely on our readership, because the folks in Waltham who've been reading this paper forever are the ones who will know when we're missing a story.
For Waltham Newswatch, this is Chris Wangler.